everyone. So this is not my first video, but it is going to be my first video essentially explaining what I want to do with this channel and why I think right now, because this is a very spur of the moment video I'm making, of why I think this is maybe the best time, the most important time for me, I believe, to start making this channel, hoping it gains some fans and, sparks conversations and engages with people the way I hope it does. And essentially it's because growing up, I've loved the larger-than-life fictional characters, right? When it comes to movies, films, games, just great storytelling, the larger-than-life badass heroes, I've always been obsessed with, right? I already do a Batman channel because he's my favorite of all time, but outside of that, I also love the spy genre. Now, essentially, what can detail the spy genre? That's why I'm calling it, because I believe it covers so much ground. Now, spies, you might think of James Bond. You might think of Snake from Metal Gear Solid. You might think of Sam Fisher, Agent 47. If you thought of any of those, you're correct and you're in the right place, because that's what we're going to be covering on this channel. I initially thought maybe it was going to be primarily a James Bond channel. No promises that it won't, and a lot of times be, but I also noticed that outside of that, I just love this world. I love the clothing, I love the gadgets, I love the style, I love sort of the community I see already on YouTube who comes together to celebrate these things. They get together to just celebrate these badass heroes that we look for entertainment, we look for maybe fitness inspiration, clothing inspiration, any sartorial piece we can, anything we can wear, watches. It's all so fun, I think, for me as a fan to follow for so long, that I decided I want to join in. And so covering all these characters, I'm hoping to, not hoping, I'm going to, I had better attitude, right? I'm going to cover everything I can in this world that I enjoy, right? The first thing coming to mind right now is how Metal Gear Solid 3, the remake, just dropped. I love Metal Gear. Those are my favorite games of all time. I want to cover that. James Bond First Light's coming out. I want to cover that, of course. Terminal List, for a lot of people would argue right now, is kind of carrying this spy genre at the moment, where it's kind of been dormant. And that's another conversation. When I mentioned that I believe now is an important time to make this channel, if you're a spy fan, if you're a stealth genre fan in the video game industry, you'll understand where I'm coming from, where we've sort of been in a dry spell for this world for quite a long time, to where we were getting very consistent James Bond movies, very consistent stealth action games for so long. And for years, it almost seemed like the spy genre and the stealth genre has died off. Other than, Agent 47 and Hitman, which we are going to be covering as well, carrying on in the video games, there hasn't been a very dedicated sort of company, movie studio, or game studio really diving into that being their wheelhouse, But I think that's changing. As I mentioned with Terminal List, I've noticed an uproar of people gravitating more into this world and the clothing, the sort of tactical espionage of that, along with, I think, a huge one for the video game community, and I think people expected, with this Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta remake, people are starting to want to get back into this world. They're wondering when the next Metal Gear remake is. They're wondering when the Master Collection Volume 2 is coming out. So right now, I would say, as a call to arms for anyone who may find this video or find this channel who wants to celebrate this world, talk about this world, and express why you enjoy it, we all can together. If you're a fan, I think this is an important time for us to show the movie studios, the game studios, the comic writers, book writers, anything that has a opportunity to create a piece of media in this genre, that we're here. We're here to celebrate it. We want to spend our money on it. We want to enjoy it, Please make it and we will come, as they say, right? So I think by showing that to these studios, we might even see more of an uproar, or to showcase to them that, hey, we know we took a gamble on this. We've been sort of reluctant or nervous maybe to continue in this for so long, but as you can see, the audience is still there. So going forward, I don't see that maybe there's going to always be a sense of a pattern of what I want to do. It could be a lot of James Bond and then a Metal Gear or a Splinter Cell or who knows at the time, but I just want to celebrate this entire world. For instance, Splinter Cell, right? The first episode of the animated series just dropped today. That's something to celebrate right there. More viewers, if it's good, we could get more and more seasons of it. Before you know it, Sam Fisher's back, and I think everyone would be super excited for that. But this was a quick little introduction, improv, totally unscripted. That's why I've made a little bit of speaking mistakes in here. But way to introduce you to what I want to do, what I'm excited to do, and I think a way that if people find this and they are also looking for a way to showcase their fandom, showcase their passions or what they enjoy, this can be a space for everyone to come together and just enjoy this world for what it is and celebrate every character, every book, every game, every movie, everything that encapsulates it. Excuse me, I said unscripted, right? As I've said before, this is the place to do it. So here's to the future of the channel and everyone who may find this channel and take a risk in subscribing. So this has been Hayden Barton for, I'm still thinking of a name, Danger Ops, Danger Espionage, somewhere in that world. But it's been Hayden Barton for Danger Ops Espionage, etc., etc. Take care. See you soon.